Hello everybody, my name is Jeff Boyce and I am giving the report from the Faculty Curriculum Committee. As you're probably aware, we're trying the system to communicate information rather than taking up time in our actual faculty meeting. Three main areas that the Faculty Curriculum Committee has been working on since the last faculty meeting in August. Those fall into the general categories of new and revised curriculum, Pearson conversion issues, and then accreditation issues. So let me talk a little bit more about each one of these. We have had three new programs that have gone through the approval process, have been designed, developed, and received approval. The MBA in School Administration, the MBA in Healthcare Administration, and the Bachelor's of Science in Healthcare Administration. The MBA in School Administration is specifically designed for educators that are seeking to acquire more business expertise with the growth of charter schools, private schools, Christian schools. Often we see the educational leader in these facilities also being the business leader and thoroughly unprepared for it. So this is a degree that's being worked in conjunction with the School of Educational Leadership. Students in it will go through the basic MBA courses, and then they'll take the principal licensureship program. So at the end of it, they'll finish up with both an MBA and receive their Indiana State accreditation to be a building admitted level administrator. So that's an interesting pulling together of two different schools to meet a need in the marketplace. The MBA and the BS in Healthcare Administration, of course, these are growth areas. This is positioning ourselves to better meet the need out there. It'll be both master's and bachelor's levels. And then other programs we have in process. They're not yet ready for final review and approval, but we've started that work. Many of you have been involved with it. The ASB itself is being redesigned. We have an MS in Personal Financial Planning that we're working on. We have a new entrance track into the MBA, the AS to MBA track. And then we're looking at the potential to do double majors, which we think may help meet the needs of a few students who right now are having some troubles getting the requirements that they want. So those are the curriculum issues that have been worked on in terms of new and revised curriculum. Pearson conversion is a big issue. It's going to become bigger as we get closer to conversion. We have 47 courses that are being rewritten as a result of Pearson conversion. 9 of them are gold, 8 are silver, 30 are bronze. That's in addition to the 80 or 90 courses that are simply being converted as is. So this is a lot of work. We are still using the team process. I want to be clear on that. Every single one of these activities, we start with a roundtable that consists of our people, our full-time faculties, our adjuncts, our program folks, and there will also be a member from the Pearson team that will be a member of the roundtable. The team designs the course just like it does right now. Gold and silver courses, the difference is team will design the course, determine what all the types of activities, assignments, what material, what resources, what pages, all of that information. And then rather than trying to get individual members of the team to each write a workshop, and then we bring it together and then try to make the workshops all work together, the Pearson member of the team will take the directives that have been given to them and they'll go detail out the course. They'll get down in the weeds, they'll write the details on the assignments, the activities. They will look through the Pearson warehouse of digital resources and they will come back to the team with a draft that the team itself will review, edit, revise, and ultimately will approve. So basically Pearson is simply helping us out with the grunt work, if you will. The course, the design of the course, the content of the course, the biblical integration of the course, all are coming from us, just like it always has. So that's kind of the process. Bronze courses, a little bit different because this starts with our existing course. So we take an existing course that's in Blackboard, it gets converted into the Pearson Learning Management System, And then Pearson looks at that course and they prepare a list of recommendations of digital assets that they have that they believe could be used in the course to help spice it up. Our learning team, our team will come together. We'll look at the list of recommendations and we'll determine whether they want to accept any, some, none, all of those recommendations. They'll give that list back to the Pearson person who will then go make those particular changes in the course, bring the course back to the team for review, revision, and ultimately approval. So again, the point is we are in control of the process. We control it. Pearson is simply a team member that's bringing some expertise in the detailing of courses, just like CLI has done for us for years. Okay, the one change that is taking place as a part of this, and we were approaching this the way that we had last year. 47 courses, we would have created 47 separate teams, 47 separate contracts to each of those team members, and it would have been a massive task to try to manage. So rather than doing that, we are creating 10 different standing teams, and the teams themselves will have multiple courses that are assigned to them. The team will be kind of a standing team that will last about 6 months, at least in this first year. And the team collectively will do this review, revision, approval process, working with the Pearson representatives. We've arranged it so that we have a home in these 10 teams for all of our full-time faculty. Each of you will be invited to be a member of the team. You are free to decline if you don't want to participate in the process, but there is a place for you if you want to be a part of this process. In terms of payment of this, because the development of Gold Course is a 6-month-long process, we can't wait until the course gets developed 6 months after the beginning of the work to pay people. So we're basically going to more of a retainer type system. We have calculated out based on the courses that are being each team is being asked to look at, and our estimates of the amount of the hours, the total amount of hours that the team will spend, and we are using the same hourly pay figure for everybody. And so we simply figure out what the total pay for the team is. We divide that by the team members and spread that out over 6 months, and the team will be paid that on a bi-monthly basis. So that means that sometimes you're going to have some weeks where you've got a lot of activity, and then you're going to have some other weeks in which you're not doing anything at all because it's all in Pearson's hand. But the pay will be the same across those particular points of time. So that's basically how we're trying to approach that. This does mean different teams, different team members could be getting paid different amounts, and it has strictly to do with the number of courses that fall into that particular discipline and the type of courses. Gold courses have got the greatest amount of work that are involved. Bronze have the least. So it's just strictly tied to that. The hourly pay rate is exactly the same. So that's the approach that we're using to help handle these Pearson new courses. Contracts have started going out. The first 3 teams have been put in place. We should have the rest of the teams in place before Thanksgiving break. So you should be seeing a contract. If you haven't got one already, you should be seeing a contract offer to work in this process here within the next week or so. The last area I want to talk about are accreditation issues. Attended an accreditation conference with Dr. Howell and Professor Metzgar, and there were a number of accreditation issues that popped up as a result of that. One of them was this issue with the undergraduate business degrees have to include all of the business common proficiency components. So that means, for example, that our BS in management, students coming out of that program have to be taught statistics just like the BSBA students are. So that has some issues for us as we are redesigning curriculum. At the graduate level, all business students are expected to have competency in the undergraduate CPCs, even if they're not a business undergrad. So that means we're going to have to find some way to teach our graduate business students that were not business undergrads. We're going to have to find a way to bring them up to minimum competency level in all of the undergraduate CPCs, which is going to be a challenge for us. And then last, we have to have 45 hours of contact.